Welcome to the show! Yes, boys and girls, today we are looking at Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color. Once again, the N64 version was released 4 months prior, which we will be reviewing. This version of the game came out in Japan in August of 1999. Now that's a long time ago. North America, October 1999. So 2 months after. Now get this. In Europe, it came out 21 days after the American version. This is progress. This is progress. Now, that's the last game we did was tennis. This, you can either do exhibition, which you're seeing in the game here, which I'm actually playing as Mario, or there's a RPG story mode where you do your leveling up business and you create your golfer, and yeah, you do the old story mode, which if you like this game I suggest you go and do. Now I'm going to do this a bit differently and tell you what IGN scored this, because they're wrong. 10 out of 10. How can you score this 10 out of 10? I think GameSpot might be more on it with 7.2 out of 10. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10. But this game does offer you 4 courses of 18 holes per course with 11 golfers to use, including you create your own golfer, which is really good. Once again, developed by Camelot, which isn't bad, is it? They're doing alright with these RPG games, I think. I did find the music very, very, very repetitive. Oh my word, it was repetitive. It was actually doing me head in, it was that repetitive. I felt like the story mode wasn't really a Mario game. Again, a bit like the Game Boy Color version. But then you work into that, so after I've done my research I thought it was. But you don't know that when you're playing it. There's no real tutorial in the game either, so it's a bit of trial and error to do it. As you can see with that shot I'm going all over the place because I don't really know what I'm doing or understand what I'm doing. Which, it's a shame there wasn't a tutorial for it. So, it is good as you get into it as a golf game. I thought Game Boy Color gets, so when I think it's a Game Boy game, I can't diss it too much, but in the story mode, which you'll see if you go and play it, there's way too much dialogue again. And I get it's an RPG, right? And it's good to have an RPG sports game, but don't need that much dialogue. You just don't need that much dialogue. But I am, if you're interested, I'm not sure which one because we haven't done the N64 one yet. I haven't done the footage yet, but if you want to play through one of these games, let me know in the comments because I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, but it's the same old story mode. There wasn't enough Mario in the game again, which is a shame because it's a Mario game. But at least in exhibition you can use him. Now, let's talk about the game's graphics. Graphically, it's not great, but please, let's remember we're on a Game Boy Color. And if you don't know what a Game Boy Color is, buy one and see it for yourself. Order one. Because you're not going to get much more retro of a handheld, are you? Apart from the original Game Boy. So graphically, it's insane for what it's on. And the cartridges you use to play it on. It runs smoothly. It's got, I'm happy though they went with the overhead camera and not tried to 3D it up, because that would have made it like really hard to play. Like that's the most 3D you get. But it would have been just way too pixelated to go all the way out on that. It's nice that the wind makes a difference in this game, which it generally does. But this is a brutal review, right? I don't think this is a strong start for this golfing franchise. Now, with tennis, I was like, okay, I'll get it, because there's a bit more to do. This it aims for the shot for you before you even start it, so you don't really have to aim. You just go with what it's saying you need to do. I'm not doing anything apart from pressing one button on the bar, and that's all I'm doing. And it got boring because of that reason. Now, while I was doing my research, I look at real people's reviews as well to see how the audience reacts to it. And there's a lot of people who get addicted to this game and think it's amazing. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? There's other golf games out there that are much better. There just is. Like this at its time, I would agree with you when it first came out. But now, you're right, mate. Hey, I haven't played the other Mario Golf games, so I'm sure they're better. If they're not, then there's something wrong. But if they're not, you got PGA, much better. So don't go saying this is the best golf game you ever played, right? It's just not. It's not. If anything, it's a bit boring. It's a bit of a ball ache. It takes the piss. I'm not saying it's a bad game though. It's not a bad game because it's not broken and it's playable. But can I honestly stand here and say to you, right, yeah, this is an epic game. Epic. IGN were right. This is a 10 out of 10 game. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. Look there. He's just. It's not, is it? Come on, be real. Be real. If you're sat there thinking I'm talking bollocks, explain to me in the comments how. Because there's no way you can convince me that is a great Mario golf game. Yes, I understand. At the time it was. It's not aged well. It really hasn't aged well. Mario doesn't look like Mario. At least he looks Italian, I suppose. But that's like the old style of Mario, and this is a 1999 game. That's like the 1985 version of him. So what happened? They go back in time. They decided to really take the piss. I don't know. But this is going to be a short and sweet review. Not so sweet. Because there's not much else I can say about it. You know, I didn't do very well at it, as you can see. I didn't get any better. I think I got one birdie actually in the whole round. Yeah, these games need more tutorials. But back then you had the time because I suppose life didn't go by so fast to learn it. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's just take it over to the ratings, boys. Hello, and here we are on the ratings. Now, as you can see, we put Mario Tennis in a good game. Mario Golf goes an okay game. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, right? A lot of it. But I genuinely thought Mario Tennis was a better game than Mario Golf. I don't know if that's because I played more golf games than tennis games. But Mario Golf, this is not great. It's not a bad game. I played the whole course. I went through the story mode a bit, so I'm not talking up my ass. It's okay. Will I want to play that again? No. I'm looking forward to playing the N64 version though, to see if we're going to improve. I don't know if that's going to be the case though. So I want to know what your thoughts are, because I can't bring myself to put in a good game, because I would be doing that just for your sakes, not mine. And this is my list. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to agree with me, but that's my truth. That is my truth, and I'm not changing it because that's where it belongs. Oh, if any of it was broken at all, it'd be a bad game. You know, it's an okay game just because it's not broken. That's where it lives. Like I said, I don't know if you're going to agree with me, and you might put a dislike on this video, but at least you'd be doing something. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how right I am. Tell me whatever. I don't think you're going to convince me, but you might. And if you do, and you give me a real reason that's going to make me think actually it's a good game, I will change it. But I can't see it happening. I can't. I hope you subscribe to my channel after watching this review, if you haven't already. And thank you to everyone who has. And I will catch you on the next show.